Oh, this is nice. You're just moving me around like I can't do it myself. You are going to break this chair one day. Look, I hear the wood crack.
I love you.
He just says to me we're going to get a divorce. And I've got a thing to say back to that. In all seriousness. You shouldn't say such things unless you're actually going to get a divorce.
Who says not?
This is horrible.
No, we're not putting that in the video. We love each other. Mm-hmm. Look, you can see her turning away from me.
This is a really uncomfortable hug. You can tell he's just said something really horrible, can't you? And now he regrets it.
I didn't say nothing horrible.
You're taking half of my hair with you.
So,
now I have to sit here and fiddle. Episode 9. Welcome back to Hot D. Hot damn.
I'm nearly finished this season.
Thank God. Thank the gods. No, I'm just kidding. I've really enjoyed House of the Dragon. I think that we've talked a lot more, maybe not season 8 of Game of Thrones, but I think we've talked a lot more every day about this show and like aspects of it than anything else that we've watched. Not even Squid Game. Well, now that I think about it, Alice in Borderland, we had a lot to say. Anyway, we talk about this a lot.
I wonder if it's because like there was a lot of political manoeuvring in Game of Thrones. However, we use that word a lot. However, the actual characters in Game of Thrones, don't attack me.
Sorry.
Weren't as deep.
Yo.
No, I feel like a lot of them can be described in like single sentences, you know? Like, Tyrion was a whoremonger that liked drinking but was also quite smart.
I don't know about that statement. I don't know about that.
I think in this, you see a lot of like people fighting with themselves and their conscience and different things that are going on in their life and should I be doing it, shouldn't I be doing it, but this, but that, and there's a lot of internal conflict in the characters. In Game of Thrones, I feel like the conflict was all external. I don't think there was a lot of like self-actualization. I think that Jaime had a lot. They didn't have time. As in, like, they were always in the middle of a war or something else was happening that they didn't have time to sit there and go, am I the... I guess maybe the difference is that the conflict that you see with people is happening in such a compressed amount of time because of the time skips. So to us it's a compressed amount of time, but to them it's the same amount of time as you see from season 1 to like season 8 in Game of Thrones. You know they're not real though, right? What do you mean? They're not actually going through time skips. It's just a TV show. Anyways, I know what you're trying to say, but I don't know if I agree. About what? Anyway. Did you understand what I was saying? I was listening. Okay, let's just watch the show. Basically, you didn't get a chance to go through the comments in the last video. There was one that I kind of wanted to... didn't care. That's not true. Even you were working from 10 a.m. till God knows past 2 a.m. yesterday, so he didn't get a chance. But I had a little swim. I daved in. I daved in. I had a wee swim. So fuck you, Dave. Fuck you, Cave. There was one comment. See, that was a mixture of Dave and comment, like having a baby. Yeah. And... So yeah, the one that stood out to me the most was somebody angry, not at us for a change. They were angry over the fact of Alicent having this character progression, and then it was like at the dining table, like, or afterwards, where she was just kind of like, you know, oh, I want to spend time with you and blah blah blah, just because of Rhaenyra being like, and to the Queen and that, and they didn't understand how everything that had happened could be like diffused that quickly just based on what happened at the table. And I thought that was interesting because there has been a lot that has happened between them, but as we said as well, we were like, oh, that was sincere between Alicent wanting to be like, you know, come back and we'll have a slumber party and all that good stuff. But it is very human. We've had this conversation before about a character. Like, I know that Viserys done it with Daemon. When Daemon came back in like episode, was it 3 or 4 or something, when they were at the naming ceremony for Aegon,
Well, even when they were at the funeral.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, everything that had went on between him, and then you see Viserys with Daemon, he's like, oh, yeah, it's my brother, you know?
Yeah, when Rhaenyra was kind of getting pushed out a wee bit.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure we spoke about something very similar in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, so I do understand it, and I'm also quite simple in that respect. I don't like conflict, so if someone's looking to kind of resolve things in front of me, I'm kind of a simp in that respect, and I'm very much like, okay, all is good again, because I much prefer that feeling than having to kind of fight with someone all the time. So I do, while I understand what they're saying about like they didn't like that she became human in that moment.
Yeah, but does that not strike you as team games again? People who are so caught up in it's them versus them, and
Maybe.
I'm team green and they're team black, and we shouldn't talk to that team.
Yeah, maybe. People don't see it from like a human
it's
emotion.
It's tribalism. I feel like the internet is so like that nowadays, though. I feel like it doesn't matter what you're talking about. I feel like everyone separates themselves into tribes. It's like, if you're on the other side, I hate you.
But it was recent ago that it was a case of, don't label me.
Well, I mean,
don't put me in a box.
Yeah, we spoke about this before. Like when we were in high school many moons ago. I remember that was like the thing was like, don't label me. Like I don't want to be like, I'm not a one-dimensional character. You can't just label me as a you're a this or you're a that. Like I'm a human with thoughts and feelings. Yeah. And nowadays it's the complete opposite. It's like oh, you support Donald Trump, therefore you're the most awful person that ever did exist. And it's
why did you have to bring Donald Trump into it?
We were just talking about it today, that's why.
I was like, no. As soon as you said Donald Trump, I was like, why would you ever mention DT in one of our videos?
Because I feel like it's such a polarizing subject, and that's kind of the point.
But we might have Trump supporters in our comment section. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and hopefully they'll agree with me that it's like just because they support Donald Trump doesn't mean that they want to like.
What were we talking about again?
About you meeting him.
Oh yeah, that's right. I had a cup of tea with Donald Trump, and I hate the fact that because he was president after, no one ever believed me, although there was like 5 people in the room when it happened. He was trying to buy land off my friend. It didn't go very well. But yeah, I just happened to be there, and I was just like, oh, it's that guy from WWE. That was it.
I actually took a stunner off his Stone Cold.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask him. I was like, what's Steve Austin like? What's Vince McMahon like? I didn't know what was going on.
What's Vince McMahon like? Well, apparently, according to reports, he's a dirty old man that locks people into bloody cupboards so he can have his way with them.
Well, I mean, does it surprise you?
No, it doesn't.
Anyways,
absolutely
off
horrible.
the subject of actual real life politics. So that was one of the things. But bringing the mood back to be a little bit more somber. Viserys. I was shocked when he took the thing off the side of his face.
Oh man, it looked like a zombie.
Oh my god. Like it just, all I could think was when they're giving him his painkillers, you could see his head was tilted to the side when he was drinking it, because obviously he had like all this was gone. And I mean, what did they at least keep his eye? Did they put it in a jar?
Well, they should have done. It comes back to like, and this is probably another horrible conversation to have, about assisted suicide stuff and people having the right to choose when.
Yeah. When to go.
Like, because like, I know he was the king, but do you think he was happy to be living in bed, just smashed out his face on opiates? Well, probably, actually.
No, because I follow someone at the moment who's constantly on opium, and they're like, this is a horrible life, like I don't want to be on this.
Well, yeah, but they're probably not on as much as he was on, let's be honest.
I loved his scene of him like walking to the throne. I was just like, Otto, get off his, I mean, come on, like, Otto, even though Hand of the King, did you have to sit in it just because the king's in bed? It's so disrespectful.
But did he have to sit on the throne? Has anyone else sat on the throne like that? I know that people have sat on the throne, but
I sat on the throne.
I feel like it's super disrespectful to be seated on the throne.
I have a question.
Maybe I'm just missing something.
I have a question. So, when Rhaenyra takes over, which I'm assuming will be in this episode here today, who's her handyman?
Oh no, she's not chosen one.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't just default to Otto.
No, she chooses her entire small council.
Right, okay. Because I was going to say that's messy. Like, that's really messy.
I think it's generally expected that whoever was in the position will retain their position.
Yeah.
But
she ain't gonna. It's too close to Alicent, sorry. Right, so we're not gonna bang on too long. I'm excited to see how this one goes. If you want to watch it unedited with us, make sure you head on over to the website, susylou.co.uk, or
patreon.com/SuzyLouFisher.
What he just mumbled will be in the description.
Send a linky thing.
Second last time of hearing the intro song, let's go.
I mean, they're going to do another season.
But...
Funny,
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
It's not like this is over.
It's over.
It's over.
I can't deal, like, anytime we watch anything else that's HBO, because in my head, this is what's meant to play. So what you need to do now is you watch something else that does the HBO, does this intro, and then it does the intro of what we're actually watching.
Oh, so we need to just...
Because that's what I expect.
Splice this into the start.
Yeah, every time.
I much preferred the Game of Thrones intro sequence, though.
Yes.
Where it was showing, like, the different houses and that. I feel like this one's alright.
It's okay. I mean, I understand it does its job.
Does its job.
Basically, but... It's hard to top Game of Thrones. House of the Dragon has been great, but I'd still take Game of Thrones over it. I guess that's to be expected. However, I think there was a lot of people who just decided they didn't like season 7 and 8, that this was such a warm welcome for them. But we really liked season 7 and 8.
Yeah.
So it's been a different experience for us coming into Hot D.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that people would dislike season 7 and 8 for how fast things went in time skips. And then love this. It's just odd.
Yeah, but this was just like one chapter or something.
This was This was in the book.
Like that.
This was in the book, and the other season 7 and 8 was just filler. So, okay, well, shout out George R. Martin for being a lazy old man.
Will he finish it in our
Oh,
timeline?
never, man. He's got to croak it before he finishes that book.
I hope he's at least passed it down.
Just send it to
I hope he's got an heir.
Send it to ChatGPT, mate. Just let Gregory do it.
Oh no, we're starting with a sad chord.
It's me playing piano. Dong.
Hey.
Dong.
Oh,
Sorry.
He's not very good with sad moments, as you can see.
No, I cover grief with humour.
Apparently us laughing when the black guy got his head chopped was... someone got really offended by it. I was like, because they deserved it.
Freaking anime moment as well, where it's like, and then his head slips off. I think people need to remember that these aren't real people. This is a cartoon.
We're not real people either. We're just cartoons.
AI generated.
So what boy is this? He's got blonde hair.
Oh, I bet it's one of those Lannisters.
Oh, that's it. We don't know what the time jump is just yet.
Oh, no idea. That could be freaking...
That could be Jamie.
That could be Aegon the 20th. Oh, no. I think it's a spy. It's a little mouse. She's a spy lady.
With his own eyes, Your
No
Grace.
time jump.
Oh.
Stay here. Tell no one. Help me dress.
What do you mean tell no one?
Yeah, I mean, if Viserys is dead, you can't just keep it to yourselves all the time.
Yeah, the realm kind of needs to know.
Well, they need to have their plan first, don't they?
But she's a spy, is she not? She's the one working with it.
Before he
The Queen of Whispers, I'm going to call her.
told me he wished for Aegon to be king.
But there's 2 Aegons!
His last words to me, and I was the only one to hear it.
Aye.
And now he's dead.
Those names are really close together.
What?
What's her kid called? The eldest one? Not Aemond.
Hers is Aegon.
And then Rhaenyra's also got
Aegon.
Aegon. Could we not have a Jimmy and a Dave, for God's sakes?
I mean, they tried.
I mean, for 1 second,
What
she
is
could
it?
possibly
What's
think
waiting
that it meant
Was
Rhaenyra's.
Dawn invaded?
Nah.
Well, of course not.
The king is dead.
Long live the king? Queen?
I didn't think he was going to last this long, if I'm honest.
No.
With his last breath, he impressed upon the queen his final wish that his son, Aegon, should succeed him as Lord of the Seven Kingdoms.
I just don't think that's what he said, though. Not in those words.
Then we may proceed now with the full assurance of his blessing on our long-laid plans.
That's so
Yes,
sketch, though.
There is much to be done, as we've previously discussed. Now,
No one's going to believe you, but at the end of the day, the realm didn't want a woman.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Am I to understand that members of the small council have been planning secretly to install my son without me?
My queen, there was no need to sully you with darkling schemes.
But yes, we have been scheming, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Hundreds of lords and landed knights swore fealty to the
That was
princess.
some 20 years ago. Most of them now dead.
You heard the Lord Hand, plot or no. The king changed his mind.
From her words.
I have known Viserys longer than any who sit at this table, and I will not believe that he said this on his deathbed alone with only the boy's mother as a witness.
Amen, sir. Amen.
You're dead, though.
It is treason, at the least.
Mind your tongue, Lyman.
I know, we saw what
king
happened
was
to the
wrong,
last guy
sir.
whose tongue got out of control.
I know.
Oh, piss off, Chadley!
Whether it was one of you or all of you, I care not. I will have no part.
Okay.
Really? Are you kidding me?
That was so, like, weird. It was so weird for him to do that.
And remove your cloak, Sir Creston.
Yeah, do we fucking stand? Really? You're a... sorry.
Cast down your sword.
I will not suffer insults to Her Grace the Queen.
You just killed someone at the table, you moron!
What a simp.
has it come to this? Lord Commander, enough.
Hey, the
What do you
Scottish
mean
guy's
enough?
got the balls.
What do you mean enough? He just killed someone!
No. The door remains shut until we finish our business.
So I'm a hostage in here now until I bend to your will.
Just don't say anything that he disagrees with, otherwise your head's getting smashed.
Now I understand why the balls are on the table.
Yeah, smash your heads in it. Obviously he didn't mean it, but weird for him to be like slamming him down into the seat anyway.
What of Rhaenyra?
The former heir cannot, of course, be allowed to remain free and draw support to her claim.
You think that you're gonna get Rhaenyra and Daemon?
She'll never bend the knee. Nor will Daemon, which
Right,
you know.
exactly, you know this is a war, don't you?
You plan to kill them.
Of course.
You have to remember, Alicent has her moments, but she's not a murderer herself.
Herself.
The king wouldn't wish for any
But the king did not
unsavory-
wish for the murder of his daughter. He loved her. I will not have you deny this.
She was worried
One
that
word, and I will have you removed from this chamber and sent to the wall.
Rhaenyra was going to do this to her sons, but now she is learning that it was planned to go the other way.
Yeah, and she wasn't even in the plans.
What do you suggest, Your Grace?
Time is of the essence.
Let it go how it should go. Give it to Rhaenyra, and just everybody live calm. For now.
That ain't happening.
Lord Commander Westerling, take your knights to Dragonstone. Be quick and be clean.
She can't say it. Oh, good man. Go f*** yourself. Make Chadley Lord Commander.
I am Lord Commander of the King's Guard.
No.
There is
There is no authority but the King's. And until there is one, I have no place here.
Good for you. And you know what? Good for Alicent in this moment as well. Fuck you, Chadley. He's so self-righteous, it kills me.
I think to crave always what is given to another.
Self-righteous for someone who broke his oaths.
Where is Aegon?
Hoarding?
Not here.
Oh, just go to the nearest brothel. I'm sure you'll find him.
Imagine expecting that Aegon would be with his wife. Lunatic. Is that Aegon's kids?
Must be.
Your father. There is a beast beneath the boards. Oh, my dearest love.
A beast beneath the boards. Oh, hey buddy. He's not really looking like Zoolander today, so that's good.
Sir Eric,
My name's Luke!
where's the prince?
Forgive me, Lord Hand. I do not know.
He's the prince, he has to do what he says.
Find him. Take no one else but your brother.
Uh-oh.
None can know who you are or what you seek, including the queen. Follow me.
Oh God, Alicent. You have done all of this because of your dad, and now your dad is just showing who he is. He never gave a shit about you.
I don't think it'd be strange though for a Kingsguard to be told to do something by the hand of the king and not let the queen know.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. You might want to start tying some bed sheets or something.
Yeah. Disney princess up in here.
Oofed.
Oh, we know what Larys likes to do with these kind of people.
How'd you fancy a deal? I take your tongue.
And you fight for me.
Aegon must be found and he must be brought to me. The very fate of the Seven Kingdoms depends on it. Everything you feel for me is your queen.
I will not fail you.
Do you think Otto might take out Aegon?
Who? Otto? Why? That doesn't make any sense to me.
So Eric isn't the only one who knows Aegon's doings.
Because I feel like Aemond would make a better puppet. I feel like Aemond would be more willing to get than Aegon would.
Unfortunately, Aegon hasn't quite grown up, you know. I don't think he's content in this world. You know, this wasn't the childhood that he wanted. Whereas Aemond, as soon as he got that dragon, he was like, yes.
Well, Aegon's much like Rhaenyra was.
To ensure I was as educated as he was.
So nonchalant with
Your iPad.
big iPad.
I don't follow. He said time to get it wet. Every woman is an image of the mother, to be spoken of with reverence.
Oh, shut up, man. You don't really speak about Rhaenyra with reverence, mate.
No.
You see, the man we seek is the young Prince Aegon. I may trust, I hope, in the discretion of your trade.
The prince is not here.
Where was it, though?
He does not frequent the Street of Silk. His tastes are known to be less discriminating.
God, he really does remind you of Tyrion, doesn't he? Like the early days of Tyrion.
Yeah, but I feel like he's a bit Joffrey-esque.
She is undressing you with her eyeballs.
How you've grown.
You once swore your banners to Rhaenyra. You must now pledge them to the future king.
How can it end this way? I have a lot of pent-up anger that's going to be coming out very soon.
I don't think it's ending this way.
Confer first with my house on this matter.
You'll not leave this room without declaring your intention.
Just because you say something doesn't make it fact.
This is when you turn around and be like, what, you gonna kill us all?
I am no oath breaker. I will not bend the knee.
Oh, God, Otto.
Anyone else?
It's so convenient and everybody sees it. Oh, you bunch of bellends. Anyone left standing's just dead.
Yep.
Very well.
Oh, fudge. It's the fact that there's nothing set in stone. People don't even know he's dead yet. and you're going around the castle being like, this is what's gonna happen, this is what's gonna happen.
Long live the
but it's
king.
nothing's happened except Otto just taking over.
Yeah.
I know.
Like, what do you want?
But like,
that's what he's supposed to do.
I know, but I'm angry.
Like, what do you expect them to do? Just sit there and be like, it's okay, we'll have a wee chat about it.
I expect them to do as they're damn told.
No.
Which is Rhaenyra.
Why?
I mean, at the end, it's because I don't like Otto. I find it hard.
He could be in the hands of mercenaries on a ship to Yeti. He could be dead.
Isn't it hilarious though that, do you honestly think, as that old guy said, Viserys would be like, yeah, you know our son that's a complete deadbeat that like shags around this and that? I've changed my mind. Screw Rhaenyra, he is to be king immediately. I'm dying. Like, it doesn't make any sense, and it's frustrating because Alicent just heard what she wanted to hear. Like, he literally could have been talking about Rhaenyra's.
I've got a fiver on that one at left.
God, when kids become the chickens, eh?
They have them grow the nails and file the teeth.
Oh my God.
Makes them more formidable. Prince Aegon spends many a night in this place. Do you see now what he is?
Yeah. This is your new king.
Aegon. One of many, I'd wager.
Wait, who's that little boy?
Bastard son.
Oh my God, make him king. This will be hilarious. That's why it's like white hair. It can't be.
Here I am, trawling the city, ever the good soldier in search of a wastrel who's never taken half an interest in his birthright. It is I, the younger brother, who studies history and philosophy. It is I who trains with the sword, who rides the largest dragon in the world. It is I who should be...
What's that? It sounds like treason, mate. It sounds like treason.
I know what it is to toil for what others are freely given.
Well, have him made king, and then find a way for him to have an accident, and then it's all yours.
Yep.
I'm next in line to the throne. Should they come looking for me, I intend to be found.
Aemond, you scary, scary man.
Oh, is he gonna get out?
You tolerated the prince's proclivities for years. Because it was my sworn duty, Eric. It's for the hand to find wisdom. We swore an oath of service until death.
The hand's an idiot.
You'll find no buyers for your wares here.
Maybe if you'd actually listen to her.
Oh!
Deliver him, and we'll consider your price.
My mistress will not treat with the servants of the keep. Exalted though they may be, she'll trust this to the hand of the king only.
Oh, for God's sakes.
I think he will wish to hear what the White Worm can tell him.
The White Worm? Is that what Aegon calls his wiener?
Oh,
I prefer Queen of Westeros, to be honest, but...
It's the fact that, like, everything is so eerie suspicious right now. Oh, no. It was just going for a walk.
I have no love for the princess.
Where were you going then with such urgency?
Home? Getting out of this place where I might die?
He was going for a stroll, okay? Big deal.
You did well, Lord Larys.
I'm in my duty, my Lord Hand.
I'm making myself useful for you, Otto.
There's no reason those hours could not in the end benefit you.
So she thinks that Larys is kind of on her side, but now I just feel like we're going to have Alicent versus Otto. And Larys is going to be the guy in the middle just doing back and forth, you know?
Larys just wants what Larys wants.
Well, he wants to be noticed, doesn't he? I genuinely feel like she's actually caught up about this. About losing him. I think it's because of the stress that now comes after it as well.
So you don't think it's because she's lost her husband?
Yeah, I think that she's sad because she's lost Viserys, and I think she's sad now because she's having to deal with this aftermath that she knew was one day going to be coming. Because I think in a weird way now she's realising the snakes that she's been hanging with.
Yeah, I think it's one thing when your husband's like, oh, you're the... Like, oh, I want Aegon to be king. And you're like, oh, he wanted Aegon to be king. But then when everyone's like, ah, perfect, that means our plan can go forward. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
The king. And you're usurping the throne.
Mm-hmm.
House Velaryon has long allied itself with the Princess Rhaenyra, and what has it gained you? Your daughter dead? Alone in Pentos?
She died in childbirth, come on.
It is your husband who grasps so heedlessly for the throne. And even he has abandoned you. Gone these 6 long years to fight a desperate battle.
Okay, but he didn't abandon her, he was just doing things.
Just a bit busy.
The word of my house is not fickle. No, but, dear cousin.
She ain't your cousin.
The Iron Throne was yours by blood and by temperament. Viserys would have lived his days a country lord, content to hunt and study his histories, but...
It really would have. Playing with Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
We do not rule, but we may guide the men that do. Gently. Away from violence and sure destruction, and instead toward peace.
But you're not doing that.
And what of my dragon? If we are overmatched, Rhaenyra will be tempted to strike us and war will ensue.
So you're kind of taking out your problems on her, which isn't very nice.
If it's Driftmark you want, you shall have it.
She doesn't want it.
You are wiser than I believed you to be. Alicent Hightower. You desire not to be free, but to make a window in the wall of your prison.
That's so freaking true.
On the Iron Throne.
Like, you have always been a pawn in this. Everybody else is. And you know she's right.
I'll leave you with your thoughts.
Imagine going to her and being like, you should have been the queen, but you were robbed because you were a woman. So let's take it off of the first person that's actually got a chance to be queen.
Exactly! Like, what the hell? Let's give it back to the men. Yeah, the men that are not supposed to have it, because Rhaenyra's meant to have it.
I love that though. It's like you're not. You don't want to be. You don't want to be free. You want to create a window in your prison.
Yeah. So this is when you're gonna strike, is it, honey?
You the mysterious white worm, I take it. Or are you simply a further peel in this stinking onion?
What, ogres are like
My
onions?
condolences on the passing of your king.
Mate, secrets don't stay secrets for long. You're stupid.
Oh, what are you gonna do if she knows somebody else knows, you know? Ah, that's right, give the money.
I want an end to the savage use of children in Flea Bottom. They are forced to fight and worse. You gold cloaks take the bribes given them to look away.
Okay, she's the best character in this show.
Yeah, she actually gives a shit about what's going on in the underground.
I look into it.
No, you'll do it right now, otherwise I ain't telling you.
Well, the thing is, Aegon's not gonna... He's gonna want to make a bigger thing.
Remember, it was me who put him there. I could have killed him as easily as a wasp on fruit. There is no power but what the people allow you to take.
Oh.
I will remember.
Yeah, and don't even think that you can come back for her. That ain't gonna work.
Oh.
She clearly knows a lot of people.
Hey, fucking Walmart Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh god, I can't wait for Rhaenyra and Daemon to just go like all hell's blazing. As long as they don't try and destroy King's Landing, because...
All hell's blazing?
Yeah.
Is that a term now?
It is, yeah.
All hell's blazing. All dragons blazing. Oh.
Oh, he's completely drunk under there.
Brilliant. What a place to chuck him.
I expected him to be butt naked, actually.
So no.
They seem to like to do that to him.
I want my mother. Your grandfather, the Hand, will meet you outside the city walls.
Why is he like this? What is his deal?
I don't know.
I got a problem with authority.
You flee what all the men die seeking, Aegon.
Yeah, do you honestly think Viserys, knowing his son, was like, yeah, he's the king? It's about time we kill Chadley.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Aemond, come on. Oh god. Team Aegon!
This is the original Jedi.
Can you stop with the references that I don't understand?
They look like Jedi, alright?
Okay, cool.
That's it.
I've never seen Star Wars.
Well, there's a reference. They look like Jedi.
He's like, stop tickling me, Aemond.
Is our father truly dead?
Yes.
And they're going to make you king.
What? If you spit in his eye, he's only got one, so yeah, it's a bit easier.
Where's your brother, huh?
Was that his brother? Oh, I thought they looked similar, but I mean, beard, long hair.
I thought they were twin brothers. Why is your brother not helping you? Yo.
I have no wish to rule, no taste for duty. I'm not suited.
That's true.
Let me go. I will find a ship and sail away, never to be found.
Are you joking? You don't know anything about your brother. He wants to be king.
Did you hear what he just said? It's like, if you let me go, I'll get a ship and I'll sail away.
I thought you said wheel.
No. He was basically saying to him, like, I'll f*** off and you can be king, whatever.
Oh, no, I heard him say we'll sail off together.
No.
Thinking that they're buddies or whatever.
The guy's rolling a sick blunt.
I want to know why, though. Why is he so against being king? I feel like most people would be into that.
Yet you treated as one.
Seems Rhaenyra didn't want to be queen when she was a kid.
We've relied on one another these many years, and now it is the good of the family that we both
Come on,
desire.
tell him how you feel, girl.
Oh, our hearts were never one. I see that now. Rather, I've been at peace that you moved about the board.
If that is true, then I made you queen of the 7 kingdoms.
You used her! She had to have sex with an old man!
You only need to get a pawn to the other side to get a queen anyway.
No king has ever lived that hasn't had to forfeit the lives of a few to protect the many, though I understand your squeamishness.
Reluctance to murder is not a weakness.
She's got a point.
I have Aegon. We'll proceed now as I see fit.
I'm actually really surprised because I thought that she would have a heel turn.
No, after the last episode with Rhaenyra, no.
Yeah,
I
mean, before that episode, I'm sure it says I expect her to go, but...
My husband would have desired this mercy be shown to his daughter.
Your husband? Or you, his daughter's childhood companion?
But both, mate.
You trying to say that she didn't know anything about Viserys? This is what he would want.
My son will take the crown of his namesake, the Conqueror, and carry Blackfire, his sword. Let the people remember the ancient strength of House Targaryen.
You look so much like your mother in certain lights.
Oh, shut up, Otto. Keep pushing on him. Keep pushing. Know where you stand, Otto, because I know where she stands right now.
On the floor.
As you wish.
So I wonder if his entire plot was to get rid of Aegon, which doesn't make much sense to me.
I'm worried for Alicent's safety now.
The hour is late, Lord Larys.
I have found out something you should know.
She's like, do we have to right now, though?
Larys was playing double agent.
How it is that your father, the Hand, found Aegon first.
That doesn't look comfy, mate.
She knows her dad's a slime ball. Well, at least she does now, anyway. Shame it took her this long.
It was the same person that told your dad that Rhaenyra slept with Daemon, which didn't happen back then, but does happen now. But the marriage was fine.
There is a web of spies at work in the Red Keep.
Mm-hmm.
More than once it has proved advantageous to those willing to feed the Weaver.
And this Weaver watches me.
Is that Larys' payment, the fee?
I don't know, because that was a really weird scene, right?
Yeah, there you go.
He's a foot fetish guy! Oh,
well,
no.
I mean, he's got a foot issue, so...
At least she has lovely long toes.
Don't.
Tell ya.
There are more like her. Even I do not know their number. It must be taken out at the head. When the queen dies, the bees fly without purpose.
The white willy.
Begging your pardon for the turn of phrase, Your Grace.
I thought that was weird to be like when the queen dies.
This task falls within your expertise.
If you wish it.
Girl, you said on the boat that the day would come to use him for his services. You're gonna have to start playing chess.
And...
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
God, man, if only cameras, you know, just take a photo and be like, there you go, so I don't have to sit in the room while you do it.
Well, heavy breathing. If you take out her though, Larys could mop up the spies.
God, it's just so funny, isn't it? That Rhaenyra's not even here. She's over just chilling out, teaching her sons how to be better, probably Humpty Dumptying with Daemon, and these guys are just falling apart, left, right, and center. And you know, and I'm just gonna say it, I'm Team Alicent over here. Anyways.
I feel like, I wonder if Viserys didn't have that chat with Alicent just before he died. I wonder if Alicent would have been like, oh well, it's Rhaenyra that's queen.
Yeah, I reckon so.
With me, Princess. I cannot let this treachery stand.
Good man. Somehow, I feel like this is going to go Game of Thrones though, and they're going to die. Well, there he is.
There he is. You know, a lot of nasty stuff happens in that room. For sure. So which brother is that one? Is that the one that just walked away?
No, I think that was the one that was fighting.
Right. Go get your dragon, girl, and get Tay. Or is this Otto's doing? And
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
Where are we?
Just south of Kingsway. The Blackwater's this way.
But my dragon.
Can she not just summon the dragon?
What, like, give it a page?
They put all the dragons under, don't they, when they arrive there, so... Who the hell?
I have no idea who that is. But I'm assuming that's the white snake.
You must make for the riverfront and find a ship before they know you've gone.
It's not very stealthy when you've got a white cloak.
You need to let her go, like, just tell her where to go and let her go. It's so obvious that you're there while you're like, come on, this way.
In my white cloak. Oh god.
Oh, Jesus Lord. Why is everyone getting ferried somewhere?
Oh.
Imagine this though, it's the same like before. The king dies, don't hurt the sheep! The king dies, and then all the people below, even though you want them to notice you, you know, as a ruler and whatnot, they're always the one that get treated like...
Welcome to society?
Well, I wouldn't do that. Well, she said, at this time, you about to become king.
Mm-hmm.
Have the decency.
It's not happening.
Do you know what's been done to give you this day?
That is huge.
I get severe motion sickness in that. Ugh.
He had 20 years to name the heir and never did. Steadfastly, he upheld Rhaenyra's claim.
Yep.
Changed his mind.
Wow.
Convenient, huh?
He could have, but he never did. Because he didn't like me.
And yet, with his final breath, he whispered to me that you should take his place on the throne.
He's not stupid, is he?
No.
And he's like, I don't you like it with dagger, what about it?
Do not toy with me, mother.
I speak the truth.
You're gonna have to use that to kill Aemond when he comes for you just now.
Your grandfather, the Hand, will try to impress on you that Rhaenyra should be put to the sword. You must reject this counsel.
Oh, so you think that's what Otto was trying to do, was just try to get in his ear?
Do you love me?
You imbecile.
A mother always loves their children, even when they're a bloody nightmare.
Yeah, even
You
when
hear
they're
that, Vinny?
a hoarding rapist.
So they're just trying to usher them to go and see the coronation.
Right. That's the thing, like, if you were just looking at Aegon from the interactions that he's had with people, you'd be like, oh, he's not that bad. But then, like, he's a rapist who watches children fighting for sport and gives them his own children to do it.
What was she smiling at just then?
I don't know, I was too busy talking about how he's a kid.
It's just she looked up at the sky and was like...
Oh, was it ponies flying?
Somehow, this is what I think. Somehow word has got to Rhaenyra and she's coming. Not to blast them to death, but she's gonna turn up.
I don't know how word wouldn't get to Rhaenyra.
Yeah, she's gonna turn up here on her dragon with Daemon and the episode's gonna end and I'm gonna be like, woo! Maybe.
What's going on there?
Chat hands! Oh man, many things have happened in here too.
Today is the saddest of days. Our beloved king, Viserys the Peaceful.
The Peaceful.
He really was peaceful. Poor Aegon, he's just like...
He whispered his final wish that his firstborn son, Aegon, should succeed him.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Really? Because that's funny. For 20 years, he wasn't saying that.
Yeah. Clap before you die.
I just don't know. I'm like, he's gonna die, isn't he? Or Rhaenyra comes in and she's just like, oh, funny, I thought this was a party for me. Oh, f*** off, righteous asshole. He's got one of those faces, you know? Make sure you duck. They'll be sharp. This is the strangest one. Like, I just think of all the other people in Game of Thrones that we've seen be king. And I've never seen one so like, great. It's like he's been forced to do like the lead at a Christmas play and he's like, I can't be doing with this.
I mean, Tomlin didn't really want it.
That is so forgettable.
It's not very nice.
Look, he can have an evil face on him. Please say you don't want Otto as your hand, though. That'd be hilarious. Yeah, you step back. I wonder if he was the way he was because Viserys showed him nothing.
Well, I reckon Viserys just treated him like he treated Rhaenyra. Like, you're not going to be king anyway, so just do what you want.
Okay, Aemond's over there. That's fine. for now.
He's not near. Yeah.
She's got to be on her absolute guard here. Like, what's in the juice? Is it poison?
May the warrior give him courage.
Well,
so he sippy cup for Capri Sun.
May the smith lend strength to his sword and shield.
For some weird reason, though, I don't want him to die. And you know the problem? We haven't really seen that much of his bad things that he's done. So I don't hate his character.
I mean, it's...
I feel sorry for his character.
Do I need to repeat about the rape and the children
I'm just saying
fighting?
because of the upbringing that he's had has led him to make these mistakes. And I feel sorry for him in that respect. I don't feel sorry for who he is as a person.
The crown of the conqueror, passed down through generations.
Just goes, bah! I don't want it. Aemond's gonna be like, that is mine!
The story, the way the story is in your head is so strange. You're like, yeah, and then Aemond's gonna come and stab him in the neck and be like, I'm the king now!
Aegon Targaryen is the true heir to the Iron Throne.
Rhaenyra comes in bursting. That is my crown! Honestly, this story in my head is so much better. Okay, first order. Get Otto killed.
Oh my god! For God's sake!
So does that mean that the sister will be queen, or how does that work?
Yeah, that's how it works, yeah.
Well, it's just because we already have a queen, so...
Not anymore.
Aegon, second of his name.
Oh, he's only second.
Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and protector of the realm.
Where's the cheer?
Aegon the king.
Yeah, he's not happy, is he?
Well, he's not happy, and they took a while to... But they all said that they wanted a guy, so I mean, surely they'd be chuffed with this. Over Rhaenyra, but I feel like they would have got used to Rhaenyra.
Well, I feel like some of them are happy and some of them weren't. But let's be honest, if you're not cheering for the king, you're probably
dead
on your way out, yeah.
This will give him the kick up the arse he needs to be not a dirty man. Well, there you go, Otto. 20 years in the making, but you did it. Well, longer than 20 years. Oh god, he's got that look on his face.
Yeah, we'll see how this turns out, though.
Yo!
Yeah.
Oh, it's her!
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes! I didn't think she was gonna come out like that, though.
No.
What the hell, girl?
Just left off.
Oh my god, I'm shooketh! Oh, Chadley, protect me!
I don't think Chadley's doing much unless he's got a freaking anti-dragon shield.
Let's break up this nonsense, shall we? What a load of shite. Wait, is she just gonna leave, or is she gonna flame them all?
It's kind of useful that they've done that in the dragon pits, huh?
Badass!
They try to close the doors.
Her character has been so underrated.
Oh, she's been epic the entire time.
Why are they trying to shut the doors?
I don't know, man.
Is he saying open the doors?
I think so.
Alicent, what do you think you're gonna do right here?
Dracarys. See, I learned Klingon.
This'll be the best thing you can do! Do it!
I mean, I shouldn't be excited for it, but it would be epic. Oh.
She got power over the dragon?
Smells like fish.
Okay. Or was that her closing her eyes to accept, like, this is it? Alright, go get Rhaenyra! Yeah!
A big energy.
Now you're screwed.
I love that was like a, like, you don't control me, but
nah.
I'll let you live. Because I ain't like you.
Well, put it this way, that was also like, even if you're in this world, I'm still stronger. Like, whatever. Let's have fun with this one, shall we?
You and your weird theories, man. I just couldn't.
I should write TV shows.
No, it would be awful. It would actually be awful.
Yes, I think that I could write TV shows, and they would be just as entertaining.
No. Yeah, now you need to kill your granddad for no reason whatsoever.
Because I don't like him.
Yeah, exactly.
So he needs to die.
Don't push the mic away from me like I'm blowing out.
You're blowing out the mic again.
Yeah, well, there's only one thing that'll be getting blown in here tonight. Candles. Yeah, now what you gotta say?
So that was, oh man, talking about more pieces of the puzzle getting put together, except it's kind of a shame that Alicent is only just kind of figuring everybody else out. It's just kind of funny that she thought she had some sort of power when Viserys was alive, and then it's like to realize that everyone, even your own Da, has been scheming behind your back the entire time.
Yeah, it's interesting because I assumed that Alicent would have been involved in a lot more of it than she was, but at the end of the day, she was just treated like an utter mug by everyone.
She was literally, in the end, just Viserys's cater.
Imagine getting to that point though, where you're there and you're like, my husband said this in his dying breath, being so sincere, and then finding out that you were just a mug all along and that everyone else was just behind your back scheming.
Yeah, like, oofed, girl. Don't know how you can have your team games off the back of that one, though. Maybe, yeah, Team Green, but only for Alicent, because feel bad for her. But see the rest of them? Nah. Just nasty, nasty people.
It's weird, though, because I'm like... Yeah, I can't understand how you would be on their side being like, no, Aegon should be king. Like... Because Rhaenyra had bastards, and it's like, yeah, well, Aegon's a rapist who, like, fights his bastard children in a pit for fun. I'm like...
Fucking sharpens their teeth.
Their teeth and grows their nails so that they can fight, like, werewolves or something.
Yeah.
It's like, but Rhaenyra shouldn't be queen because she had bastard children.
Yeah, even though they tried, like, they legit tried to have children and they just couldn't.
It's so weird.
It's so weird.
I mean, you're very much like, I want Rhaenyra to be queen because I like Rhaenyra.
Well, at the end of the day, the show and this episode was prime example. The show wants you to prefer Rhaenyra over all of them. And this episode here was like the shock factor of being like, look how terrible that side is. And it's like,
when they're fighting between each other to be like, who gets Aemond first so that we can like put wee things into his head, like, oh, Otto wants Aemond so that he can be like, oh, Aemond, you need to kill Rhaenyra, she'll kill you. You know, it's
like, yeah, they're so good though.
And then she's like paying Larys in feet pics so that she can get to do what she wants.
Yeah, I didn't realise that was what was going on there.
I mean, I thought Larys just liked her because she was the only one that would, talk to him. But no, apparently it was the feet. Feet
have power.
And then Chadley in his like super righteous, like, oh, every woman's a image of the mother, and it's like, shut up, mate. You're a proper self-righteous prick.
You're a scorned man.
You just killed a man. You just killed a man and showed no remorse for it. Because you were like, he was speaking bad about the Queen, and I mean, I didn't mean to kill him, but you did. Smashed his head into a ball.
I mean, yeah. Chadley actually is undeserving of the name.
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve it. So
yeah.
I revoke Chadley.
But the problem with that is we don't know his actual name.
Sir Kristen.
Is it Kristen? Sir Crispy. Hopefully he gets set on fire so that he can be Sir Crispy. That'd be great.
I hope so. It's just his armor is left, but his head's in like bits.
Like, oh, what was that? Was it like Ghostbusters or something? No, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Never seen it. Alright, you guys, we hope that you did enjoy this reaction, and we will see you on Friday for the finale.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited.
Oh, no! We didn't tell them that we need recommendations in the comment section.
We've been telling them that for weeks.
But we needed to tell them today. Because it's probably the last time you can get recommendations in the comment section.
We'll just do a poll
before we do a poll. Well, we need to know what's going in the poll.
People have been given recommendations forever. If you haven't paid attention to that, that's on you.
Yeah, that's because I look at them and I'm like, I don't care about your recommendations. We're not even nearly finished. But now we are. So now I care.
Alright, you guys. We'll see you on Friday for the finale. Thank you for watching. Bye.